VL Calais for $70,000 and VYSSs for $25,000, $30,000. We're all familiar with those huge prices of the entire car market just a whole year ago. It was everything Ford, JDM, Holden, the lot. Pretty much everything was skyrocketing. I personally know someone that sold a purple manual VYSS with 220,000 Ks for $26,000. It started this huge thing of FOMO and everyone was worried about that they were going to miss out, and it just was unstoppable. Cars that were worth nothing a few years ago were suddenly gold mines. I don't need to explain to you because I'm sure if you're watching this video, you have lived through this too. But COVID and a shortage of new cars and all of this other stuff led to that craziness. However, now we're in different times of craziness. I've made a ton of TikToks about the car market tanking and they've actually been quite popular. So I thought that I'd make a YouTube video about it and get some discussion going. Now, is it back to pre-COVID levels? No, it isn't. It definitely is not back there. And I do believe that some cars will never go back again. The cars that I believe will never go back are the Halo cars, super original, very rare old cars. For example, a 240 SX that is completely original, untouched, you know, that's never going to be $3,000 again or whatever it was. However, the vast majority of cars have taken a dip, and it is not just Holden, it's not just Ford, it is across the entire market. And there is one factor that was only pointed out to me yesterday that I believe nobody else is talking about. The obvious one is interest rates. Right now, the average Aussie is in financial pain, not so much from the cars, but from housing insecurity, renting, all of that stuff. I'm not going to go into that, but basically what it means is that most Aussies have less money in their pocket just for toys. The cars that I'm talking about in this video are all toys. You know, they're not daily drivers. So that's the first thing that's going to go when people are doing it tough. If you're getting a car finance, it's going to be more expensive. A lot of these older toys were cash purchases, but now people are being a lot more reserved on their cash, investing it, not really buying toys so much anymore. They might be saving it for a rainy day or putting it into their house or just using that money to survive. Aside from financial pain, I do think there was also a lot of frustration in the car community, similar to the housing market, where if you didn't get in, you were stuffed. People saw their favorite classics, whatever that is to you, a HQ Monaro, a VL Calais, a VYSS, whatever it is, they were all going up. Some of the comments that I've gotten from the TikToks are really all over the place, but like I said, I don't believe that it's just that people suddenly don't like Holden anymore or any of that. The other thing that is never mentioned, and this is really going to hurt cars in the future, is new builds in Australia. Now, almost all new builds have a single or a double car garage. They've got no front yard, they've got no backyard, they've got no space to do anything. And because we're in such severe housing pain, this is what's being pushed out very quickly, as fast as they can. The downside is if you're a car bloke, these houses are no good. There's no space to do anything. And I have lived in these estates before, and it's just not good. These houses are so packed together, in some cases they're sharing walls. You're not going to be able to work on your car, obviously at night, without bothering everybody else. And there's no room to put a shed or anything. So really the only option, if you want a shed, is to get it on a separate premises. So I don't know what the solution is, because I tell you what, I don't care if I have to work every single day of my life. Those estates scare me. This photo scares me. It's dystopian. It doesn't feel real. But each of these properties is worth millions, and I hate it. I'm not saying that you need a 500 square meter shed on 50 acres. But just having a 4-car garage, just something reasonably modest, which sounds like a lot, but every older member of my family has that exact thing. And we're just normal Australians. This isn't affecting the car market so much today, but I really think it is going to in the future. And it is kind of sad, and I don't know what the solution is. Especially when all of these cars start to go electric and all of these people are charging on it. Like, I don't know. I just thought I'd make a quick video giving my thoughts about the car market. Like I said, I don't think they'll ever go back to zero. I paid $2,000 for my VN. I don't think it's ever going back there. But it probably peaked at around 25 to 30, and it's definitely not there now. I'm the last one that wants these prices to go down, but that's just the reality. There is one upside. If you're reasonably cashed up, cars have not been this cheap in a really long time. You can get fantastic deals. I've just had a look online, and there's some AUXRAs for like 5 to 10, and SSs are still $10,000 despite record inflation. I don't know how that's happened. All those cars sub $20,000, because that's a difficult area to get finance for. They're going really, really cheap. If you're cashed up, now is the time to buy. But it is also sad because somebody else is losing out. So I've owned all my cars before the boom, and now the boom's over, I've still got them. I don't own them for money. I own them because I love them.